Part 2, we getting into it. It may need to be a part 3. Who knows? Just don't scroll through. Because you have put in the work. You've come too daggum far to miss your becoming moment. Okay? So, when you say, I am wealthy, that is the terms of the contract. It don't matter what the bank account says. It doesn't matter what the wallet looks like. Because let me just say this and be very clear and very, very profound and abundant in what I'm saying to you. Before one can become wealthy, one must see the wealth in their mind. That is the visualization. That is the meditative state. That is what I am visualizing. That is what I'm using my God divine imagination to visualize. That is I see it before I see it in order to see it. So I must first see the wealth in my mind. And as I see it in my mind, I then begin to feel the wealth and the abundance in my heart with a sense of gratitude. And then I will see the wealth in the physical in my wallet. So in order to see the wealth in my wallet, I must first see it in my mind and feel it in my heart. Before I see the healing in my body, my physical vehicle, flesh temple, I must see whole and healthy in my mind and feel it in my heart. And then it manifests in the physical. So shall a man thinketh, so shall he be. Come on, y'all ain't new to this. You've heard me say this time and time and time again. It starts in the mind. So number one, what you must first do, when you hear, and I'm just going to use this as an example. When you hear people say, man, the lottery is up to $1.5 billion. And then you hear people say stuff like, I can't even imagine winning that kind of money. You are killing God. Because the whole basis of creation was created and founded upon God's imagination. God thought it. Then God didn't even have to speak it, and it became. It first starts with an idea. So you need to stop. You need to be aware of the words that you speak, because there is there is life and death in the power of the tongue. You're killing yourself before you ever have a chance to be birthed as this divine being that you were created to be. So stop saying, I can't imagine that. What you need to say, yeah, I see it. Then not only do I see it, I feel it. What does it feel like in my hands? What feeling takes over in my heart, in my flesh? What do my cells, how do my cells start to celebrate me when I look in my bank account and I go online and open my bank statement and I see the money, the gratitude? So your first I am is your contract. Your second I am is the seal that you say, on God. On God, I am wealthy. On God, I am healthy. And the on God, my love, in this new life, in this new season, is you. And I'm not concerned with what it looks like. Because if I'm saying I'm wealthy, and then when the electric bill comes, the first thing out of my mouth is, oh God, they done went up on my bill. You have just canceled your contract. Because you have stepped out of God back into the physical flesh of you trying to make it happen on your own. And that's why it hasn't happened so far. Because you are in this world, but not of this world. So you cannot move and think as a human being. Remember, you are a divine, spiritual soul, spirit, energy being having a human experience. So even though I am living in this life as a human, I'm not living in this life as a human, because I am a spiritual being. So I walk by faith, possession, and not by what it looks like in the physical, because I am walking, living, and breathing in my I am. So you can say, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am this, I am that all day long, and all you're doing is reciting an Easter or a Christmas speech with no power, because you have not physically shifted and stepped into the I am. Before I can, if I am the joy, or if I want joy, I am joy. If I want love, I am love. If I want forgiveness, I am forgiven and forgiving. You cannot be I am with anything that is not I am God in your heart, in your flesh. It does not work that way. And even though you may not have known that is what it was, that is what it is. As they say, it is what it is. So now you know. And now that you know, an awakening has happened. So now you have a charge. Now you are accountable. Now you are responsible and being held to the terms of the contract by the Most High God. And when you break the contract, God doesn't fret or worry. God just says, oh, well, I guess that's what you wanted. You didn't want this contract anymore, so you broke the contract. You didn't make the car note, so either I'm going to send the universe, multiverse to pick it up, the repo man to pick it up, or you electedly turned it back in. See how that works? So the first I am Nuk Arnater. I am life, prosperity, and health. My second I am is me walking and being life, prosperity, and health. I see life, prosperity, and health, abundance in my mind. I feel life, prosperity, and health in my soul, in my heart, in my cells, my celebratory system. And now I have in the physical life, prosperity, and health, because I am that I am. You are writing the contract. Do not void it out. Now go be what? Absolutely fabulous, because you absolutely are. Nuk arnater onkujasaneb. I am divine life, prosperity, and health. And say it with your chest. That is the terms of the contract you have laid out. And God is now excited and celebrating, because God said, yeah, they've come to me. They've come into their I am. And now he sends on swift wings command and demand to the universe, the multiverse, to fulfill the terms of the contract, to deliver. For more, stay tuned. Hit that like, follow, comment, and share. Info is in my bio. Many of you have reached out. Do I work one-on-one with clients? Yes. Physically and virtually. I travel. I do workshops. I training. All the info is in the bio. You are absolutely fabulous. And don't you dare let no thing tell you anything different. Twa'u to you. Thank you. Nuk arnater onkujasaneb. Ashe. It is so, so shall it be. Smooches.